two major opposition parties are also breathing down the neck of the APC. One in particular is the PDP. And not only that, the ADC. But my question, is the APC in any way scared about these other two major opposition parties?
I don't know, when you talk about PDP, I don't know which faction you're talking about.
Oh, come
Is it Magege faction?
Oh, come on.
Or Wike faction?
I'm talking about PDP in the state.
Yeah, PDP in the state is not an issue. He's still fighting for survival. Right now, he's on oxygen and on life support. So he doesn't have the energy to think of tomorrow about how to survive. So we will not bother about it. We are not nurses. We are not medical doctors. So let them be in the intensive care unit. And we pray. We pray for the interest of democracy that it survives. APC is ready. In Delta State, APC is ready. APC is happy. But most importantly, this is it. The fact is the fact. We have a performing governor. If the governor leaves APC today, God forbid, he would never. But let's just say for argument purposes, he leaves. And he forms his own party in Delta State. Given this short notice, he will still win. Sheriff Oborowori, His Excellency the Governor of Delta State, is performing on the extraordinary lane. And we are all applauding him sincerely and genuinely. So whatever the outcome of tomorrow and whatever the rancors, everybody wants to be part of the winning team. Oborowori, just by name, is now a brand. Everybody wants to be a part of his brand. Everybody wants to hold on to his garment.
The All Progressive Congress in Delta State successfully conducted its local government congresses across the 25 local councils of the state, with state executive emerging from consensus in a peaceful and well-coordinated exercise. But yet, some are not totally satisfied with the outcome. Now, the Congress, which reported impressive turnout, was monitored by officials of the Independent National Electoral Commission, the security agents, party officials, and members of the media. Now, members of the APC National Committee, also assigned to Delta State, were earlier received at the party's secretariat in Asaba. Now, this move signifies the readiness of the party in the conduct of its state congress slated for tomorrow, the 3rd of March 2026. But many analysts believe that if the party wants to do well, some of the underlying issues like who or what senatorial zone produces the state's party chairman and who should fly the party's flag at the different federal levels and issues of some not fully satisfied about the outcome of the just concluded ward and local government congresses, and all of these will lead to implosion of the party in the state if things do not go well tomorrow, as predicted by some. Well, this and more will take center stage on the show today, and that is, we're looking at issues to address as it concerns the APC State Congress that is slated for tomorrow in Delta State. And that's what we're having as a major discourse today on the show. We'll be looking at the soon-to-be Congress. I'm talking about State Congress that is slated for tomorrow in Delta State. And already some voices are being heard as it concerns not just the Congress that will happen tomorrow, but actually the one that played out just last month. And we're talking about the 21st, Saturday, the 21st day of February, and all that have transpired and all that seems to be raising a whole lot of dust as it concerns the ruling party in the state. Well, anyway, it will be of no interest if we do not actually bring a chieftain of the All Progressive Congress to help us understand what seems to be the underlying factors, what needs to be done for the ruling party to indeed clinch and indeed be seen to be ruling in the state. And hence, we have no other person but Chief Olori Magege coming to help us out with this discussion. Good morning, Chief Olori Magege, and welcome to the show.
Good morning, Mike. Good morning, viewers and listeners.
Well, anyway, I will be more than interested for us to look at some of the underlying factors. We've been hearing some, discounted voices and all of that. But let's leave that for the now and look at the State Congress that's slated for tomorrow. How really prepared is the ruling party in the conduct of that very State Congress?
Very prepared. Tomorrow at Senatorial, all roads lead to the cenotaph. And APC is fully prepared for the Congress tomorrow.
Okay. Well, I know you talked about APC being fully prepared, and I'm almost tempted to ask, are we talking of a one-house APC here? Because we are hearing rumors that, well, it looks as if it's going to be more than a one-house team, and there are some persons that are not even really on board as it concerns that very Congress. Well, we're just hearing.
You see, we are talking of one word, politics. We're a merger of some conflicting interests.
Okay.
And how to resolve all this as much as possible. It's like cooking a soup. At the beginning, you cook, you put pepper will float, oil at the bottom, whatever. Then the fire comes in, it mixes, and it produces a beautiful, a delicious meal.
So are you saying there's fire where it is now?
Look, when it's all emerged, we are all going there with our various interests.
Okay.
And when these interests clash, it generates friction. And that friction produces heat. Ultimately, we will all agree to some extent. We call it consensus. Consensus is where majority accept. There are bound to be people who are going to be disgruntled. But as we go along, people will start shelving the anger and start playing along. If you think of politics in which we go into a contest and everybody will be happy, it's not possible. It's just not possible anywhere in the world. It's not. There will be disgruntled element. It is the role of the party to manage this grumbling so that the party does not disintegrate.
Okay. Now, still talking about the grumbling, because I want us to remain there. Now, the ward and local government congresses that was held on the 21st day of February, many said a whole lot about that. And my question now is, some of the issues that arose on account of those congresses has not been dealt with. And now we're having a state congress with those underlying issues. Would that be smart of the ruling party?
You see, the problem is this. The press seems to exaggerate.
Oh, is what we hear?
Yes, you exaggerate.
No, we hear.
I
will ask the questions.
Look, I was involved in the World Congress. I was involved in the LGA Congress. At the World Congress, I was there. At Ishere Primary School of Agbaru.
Okay, which is your ward?
Which is my ward.
Okay.
And everything went smoothly.
You are talking of just your ward?
Yes.
But we do know issues arose in other wards across the state.
Very few. Extremely few. Some are perhaps product of people with too much ego who think they own the party. Now, whatever they say should be final. That shouldn't be. That should not be. I was also involved as a returning officer in Isoko South. I went there to conduct the Congress and return the winners.
Okay.
Peaceful. Very, very peaceful. At the end of the day, we all went to the chairman of local government council and we ate pepper soup, got pepper soup. Jolly, jolly, happy, happy. So when people say that there were disturbances here and there, no, maybe some people didn't have their way and they grumbled. And they went to the press and exaggerated.
Chief Olori Magege, please, I really want you to be frank with us on this now. You do know, at least, the inner dealings of the party. You're a chieftain of the party.
Yes.
And most certainly, you definitely hear that some issues arose on account of these congresses. My question, sir, have these issues been resolved?
They've been resolved.
Are you saying all of the issues have been resolved?
Listen, majority will have its way. Minority will have their say. We must move on. We must move on. If there's any that has not been resolved, it's just a small one. But at the end of the day, everything will be resolved.
So
That I can assure you.
I'm confused. You are saying it's a small one. When we heard people talking about assassinations, when we hear people talking about being marginalized, sir.
You are talking of Ethiopia West, right?
Well, I will not call.
No,
I don't.
No.
I might really not want to call.
No.
I might really not want to call the local government because,
Yes,
like you said, things
yes.
are being resolved. But this is what we heard as pressmen.
Assassination attempt is an alleged. When I come here, you always make that statement allegedly. Allegedly. If there's an assassination attempt, the best place to go to is the police.
Allegedly.
Yes, it's the police. I'm not aware that anybody has been invited for questioning on the issue of...
But does that not speak volume of the rancor, the bitterness that existed on account of those congresses, sir?
Somebody allegedly said and did not follow up. Somebody attempts to assassinate me. I'll go to the police and report there's no follow-up. What is there to discuss? Nothing.
Okay, there was no follow-up to the issue. But nothing we've heard for now, though.
Nothing. Nothing. You said we should not mention name.
No, I would really appreciate if we could.
Yes.
Because, like you said, it's still going to be a party thing that will be resolved. And
yes, it will be resolved. But you see, people, by virtue of birth, think that they own a special right to certain positions. That is a commonwealth. It's a commonwealth. A position that is a commonwealth. Anybody owns it.
Yes.
It's not a blood lineage. Somebody believes that it's his or her own, or it's her own.
Right.
Right. And people are saying, no, it's open to contest. It's open to contest. Let's go to the field. And you start exaggerating. You start exaggerating your statements. Assassination attempt. It's not fair. It's not fair. Because by virtue of your name, you command audience.
And attention from the media.
From the media. By virtue of your name, which a name that is a brand. A name that is a brand. You see, a name, for instance, could have two aspects to it.
Yeah.
The name being born by the individual.
Yeah.
I am Olori Magege is a name.
Yeah.
And by virtue of being a man, I'm a father.
Of course.
My child cannot come around and lay claim to that name when it becomes a brand. When it becomes a brand. I've been coming here to speak all the time.
Yeah.
You are helping me to build a brand.
Yeah.
A brand Olori Magege.
Yeah.
You own it as well.
Yeah.
So that name that this person is.
And there are some other major political godsons under that name.
Under that name. Those, not just godsons. Those who built the name.
Were part of the name.
Those who build they are part of the name. They build the name. They use their sweat, their connections, their contacts to build the name. And all of a sudden, you, who was in DAPA, when the hard work of building a brand name is being done, or was being done, you come around and you seize it. And they allowed you to grow on it, to use the horse, to ride the horse, because of the bloodline name, the bloodline. You are the name, you are the daughter of the brand name, the brand name. You are not the daughter of the brand, but you are daughter of the brand name. And so you are turning the whole thing upside down. And people are saying, no. Hey, young person, take it easy. You are enjoying, you are deriving benefits that you did not contribute to. So respect us. Who labored to build the brand? Honor us. Humble yourself before us.
So that is the bone of contention.
That is the bone of contention. That is the bone of contention. If my son, by virtue of studying mass communication, comes around to dominate you because you help build the father's brand name, how will you feel? So that is the situation in that local government, Ethiopia West. That is the problem. Let everybody buy the humble apple. And that problem will be solved. That problem will be solved. But there are also these individuals who want to benefit because they've invested so much in the person. And they don't want to tell this individual the truth. That you are undergoing a political eclipse.
Eclipse, you say?
Eclipse, yes. You are undergoing political eclipse unless you change your ways. If you don't change your ways, you are undergoing political eclipse. They don't want to tell the person that truth because they themselves will also be in the eclipse. So it's a struggle of survival.
Now, still talking about that struggle of survival, because this is one of many other underlying issues that arose on account of that ward and local government congresses. Now, we see here some major other local governments that are also experiencing such rancor. But my question now is, we're going to the states, or rather your party is going to the states Congress as it concerns tomorrow. Now, one major issue, especially when I said that in my introduction, will be the issue of the state party chairman.
Yeah.
Which is a major game as it concerns who controls the structure of the party. Now, we've heard, or rather the media have heard, without investigation.
The media.
Well, I'm just saying,
Yeah,
we've had issues of also bitter rancor and complaints on account of the issue of zoning. Does the APC still zone its chairmanship position to the different senatorial district, or there's an understanding knowing that the former existing structures were there before we had persons decamping from the former opposition or the former ruling party in the state into the APC? So let's understand where this issue lies. The former bringing in the new, and the issue of zoning the chairmanship position.
There has to be zoning. Both of the party positions and of the governorship position.
I want you to state that.
Yes, because they are both intertwined. They are both intertwined.
Wait, for our listeners to understand.
Yes.
Are you saying it's unfair? Let's come to clear terms.
Yes.
Are you saying it's unfair if the governor is from a senatorial district and the chairman is still from that very... Is that what you are saying?
It's unfair. It's pretty well unfair. But we find ourselves in extraordinary situation by virtue of the movement of government from PDP into APC. Okay. The governor of Delta State emerged through PDP under the arrangement of zoning of PDP.
Okay.
Are you following what I'm saying? Now, he came into APC as governor of the state. Okay. Not as a candidate, as governor of the state.
Okay.
And he met a structure already on ground.
Being used by the APC.
Being used by the APC, in which the state chairman of APC is from the same senatorial district as himself.
Okay.
So that makes it a very, very unique situation that requires very careful analysis and calculation, so that many or most people can be carried along. You see, ordinarily, chairmanship is for 2 tenures. State chairmanship is for 2 tenures. Just like the governor is for 2
tenures.
tenures.
Yeah.
That is arrangement, not constitutional.
Okay.
The constitution says one tenure for a tenure of 4 years.
Yeah, 4 years.
And then you go back and ask for another mandate for one more tenure of 4 years.
4 years.
Yeah, 4 years.
If your party is so
Yes.
willing.
But it has become almost a vogue where a governor goes in for 8 years. It's almost become a vogue.
Only for some few cases.
Only for some few cases that we know what happened. Now, the governor, having emerged from Delta Central, meeting on ground, a chairman that he did not produce, was produced by the party he merged with. He joined, not really a merger.
He joined.
He joined. APC and PDP did not merge in Delta State.
Yeah.
PDP, some people's government of PDP joined APC party. That's what.
Sorry.
That's actually what happened.
Yeah.
Now, many people are saying the governor is from Delta Central. The chairman is from Delta Central. And when we talk of chairman, we're talking of the entire ESCO.
Yeah. Well,
This entire state
ESCO.
party ESCO.
existing state party.
Yeah, that's what we are talking about. Will it be right for the state chairman to continue to come from the same senatorial district as the governor in the next dispensation? Because the Congress that is going on now is for the next dispensation.
Of course.
Okay. Some will argue that the chairman of the party, who happened to be from Delta Central, is a performer.
Okay.
He's doing well.
Okay. But if it is not doing well, the party will not
Yes.
increase in numbers. Okay.
Yes, he's doing well. He's running the party very well. He's building a lot of bridges. So, more so as he has just run one tenure. He has just run one tenure.
Okay.
Why don't you allow him to continue?
Okay.
That is the argument of some people,
Okay.
which to me makes sense.
Okay.
To me, personally, I'm speaking
As your own personal
my own personal opinion.
Okay.
Which makes a lot of sense.
Okay.
Some now said no. He's engaged to work. And if he's doing his work, you applaud him. That's it. But in the interest of the unity of the party,
And
in the
for
interest fairness, and to have a broad consensus, to build a sense of cohesion
Yeah. From all
from
territorial
the
districts.
senatorial district, why should it move to another senatorial district? Okay, where should it go?
Okay.
That's the issue.
That's another question.
That's that question. If he goes to Delta North, let's look at what is on ground in Delta North. You are moving it from, you are saying, I don't mean you, Michael,
Yeah.
the critics are saying it should not be in Delta Central by virtue of the governor
Being
coming from Delta Central. But his deputy is from Delta North. And the governor, the governorship ticket is one.
Yes. Yes.
The governor and his deputy
One.
are one. So what applies to the governor
Should
should
apply
also apply to the deputy. So it should go to Delta North. They also add this, that Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa, the former governor, is the coordinator of Tinubu campaign in the South.
Okay.
And he is from Delta North.
Okay. So it will give them undue advantage.
Yes. And not only that, Felix Moka, who is the APC National Publicity Secretary, is also from Delta North.
Okay. So why have the chairman there also?
Yes, so you want to have chairman there too? Those who say yes have a point. Those who said no have a point. Deputy governor is from there. South coordinator is there, and national publicity secretary is from here. Who is most likely to return? Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Now, so it doesn't really favor much Delta North. Then we come to Delta South.
Okay.
You know there are 4 ethnic nationalities in Delta South.
Yeah.
The Isokos, the Jos, the Shekiris, and the Robos in part of Warri South. Now, the immediate past chairman, state chairman of APC, is from Isoko. He has served for 12 years as chairman. So, you say, no?
No.
You can't go back there. It can't go back.
Yeah, you are returning it back to where it was.
Yes, for 12 years.
For this.
For 12 years. 12 years. And the tenure is 4 years. So the man was there for 2.5 tenures. It's not fair.
Taking it to Isoko.
Then you say, okay, let's go to Ijo. The speaker, that is the head of the legislature of the state, is from Ijo. Fukekeme Solomon, Ijoman, he is the coordinator for Tinubu for Delta State. So, you start to say, Ijo is top-loaded.
As it concerns the APC.
As for APC. As for APC, not umbrella.
Sorry, structure.
Yes. When you put umbrella here, now people will be please.
Well, anyway, I don't have any umbrella myself.
I work with broom.
Okay. We'll not sweep anything away. Just continue.
So again, you start saying no for a job. Then you come to Shekiri. It's open. Nothing.
Shekiri doesn't have anything.
Nothing. No major political office post, to the best of my knowledge, in the Shekiri land.
So it will be fair for you to go there with the permutation.
So if you are going to take it from the Delta Central
and Delta North to the Delta South.
Delta South, you must take it to where
it has not been before.
Where it has never been before, and where it is fair.
Seem to be fair.
Seem to be fair. And it is fair. You got to. So there are 2 counts in which I am analyzing. Retain it in Delta Central, and your listeners know that I'm from Delta Central.
Yeah, so you definitely want. Yeah, I understand what you mean.
But
you just want to be fair.
I want to be fair. I want to be very fair. If you must take it from Delta Central,
take it to Delta South.
Take it to Delta South. And the Shekiri Nation.
You take it.
That is my position, my humble position. I may be wrong, I may be right. I'm not the decision maker.
For the APC.
For the APC. But I've just analyzed it by logic and common sense. Because at the end of the day, when fight breaks out, and fight will not break out, and when arguments become very hot, people can now look at the reasoning and the logic behind it and say, cool temper. There is sense in what these people are saying. After all, the state belongs to all of us. We cannot take it all. But taking it away from Delta Central, we must concede the fact that it's a sacrifice that Delta Central is making.
Because,
for fairness. And as a big brother. It's a big sacrifice it's making. And therefore, it's a credit card in the pocket of Delta Central to catch at the appropriate time when it comes. That is how politics is played without rancor.
Okay, well, anyway, in case you are joining us.
You are shaking your head.
Well, anyway, you're trying to convince me, but I'm not a party member. Well, anyway, in case you're joining us, it's Dialogue right here on Atlantic TV. Viewpoint it is, and indeed, we're trying to make a view, or rather, talk, as we usually do on Dialogue, and see if it makes any point as it concerns the issues that seems to be rearing its head as it concerns the ruling party in the state. I was talking about the All Progressives Congress You do know that their Congress will definitely, I'm talking about the state Congress, will be held tomorrow. But already many questions are being asked, especially as it concerns what should it be or how should it look like as it concerns some major executive positions that will be up for grab when it comes to the Congress slated for tomorrow. And how should the party move forward and indeed not lead to implosion that many persons are already predicting on account of egos coming up as it concerns who will definitely take those major positions in after the state congresses. That's what we're still having as a major discussion today on our dialogue. And we still have no other person but the chieftain of the APC himself. And we're talking of no other person but Chief Olori Magege, trying to help us to understand some of the issues and see how they can address them. Well, anyway, they'll be addressing it when it comes within themselves. But anyway, we need to ask the questions, and hence we are doing so. Now, let's come back to you now and also look at the readiness of the party itself. Yeah, after tomorrow, the party would definitely be going to more of alignments and realignments on account of what will play out tomorrow, most certainly. But it's also of major interest if we let you also understand that much as the APC is the ruling party in the state as it stands now, two major opposition parties are also breathing down the neck of the APC. One in particular is the PDP. Just recently, they also, in every way, try to see if they can clean house and rearrange themselves for the 2027 election. As it stands, it looks as if they are doing just that. And not only that, the ADC is also having its own and trying to build their big chances as it concerns the elections come 2027. But my question is, the APC in any way scared about these other two major opposition parties? And the reason I'm asking this, I know you're laughing, but I'll plead with you to hold on. The reason I'm asking this is many feel if things do not go well come tomorrow during the state congresses of the APC, it might be gains for the two opposition parties, the PDP and the
ADC. I don't know, when you talk about PDP, I don't know which faction you're talking about.
Oh, come
Is it Magege faction?
Oh, come on.
Or Wike faction?
I'm talking about
yeah.
PDP in the state.
Yeah, PDP in the state, when it comes to matter of election to be conducted by INEC, what matters is who is in control and who is recognized by law at federal level. You don't have PDP Delta State different from PDP Abuja. No. They must be the same. But right now, I need to know which one you are talking about because they are still in court fighting themselves. What I'm trying to say is this. PDP is not an issue. He's still fighting for survival. Right now, he's on oxygen and on life support. So he doesn't have the energy to think of tomorrow about how to survive. So we will not bother about it. We are not nurses. We are not medical doctors. So let them be in the intensive care unit. And we pray. We pray for the interest of democracy that it survives. That is for PDP. APC? Well, we are ready. APC is ready. In Delta State, APC is ready. Fortunately, we don't have El-Rufai disturbing us here. We're happy. APC is happy. But most importantly, this is it. The fact is the fact. We have a performing governor. If the governor leaves APC today, God forbid, he will never. But let's just say for argument purposes, he leaves. And he forms his own party in Delta State. Given this short notice, he will still win. Do you change a winner? You know, in my previous interview here, I've said that Sheriff Oborowori, His Excellency the Governor of Delta State, is performing on the extraordinary lane. And we are all applauding him sincerely and genuinely. So whatever the outcome of tomorrow and whatever the rancors Everybody wants to be part of a winning team. Oberewori, just by name, is now a brand. Everybody wants to be a part of his brand. Everybody wants to hold on to his garment. No opposition. I'm not saying we are complacent. No. The performance of the man is simply outstandingly beautiful. Delta State infrastructure is changing by the day. It's changing by the day. Is it in education? Is it in health? Is it in agric? Is it an area that we are not even thinking about? We are proud. Deltans are very proud. We walk tall wherever we go to because we are the talk of the day. Your governor is doing wonders. Your governor is performing magic. Your governor is performing miracles. Wherever we go in the country, that makes us proud. That is an intrinsic reward in itself. And the man is saying, let me come again. Huh. We will beg you if you don't come. We will beg you to come again. We want to see more of you. For another 4 years, we want to see more of you. So, look, ADC should join us.
Ah, come on.
ADC should join us.
Olori Magege, come on.
Well, look, I am on top of the world by virtue of Sheriff Oberewori. The performance. The other day, you gave 5 million to the outstanding student of the year in Ozoro. Yeah. Gave 1 million to the first class. Cash, not talk. Right there, cash. Can there be any more motivation to study hard than that? I was telling my son, when you are graduating there, I want the governor to give you 5 million to look at what he's doing. Look at what that student is. That is motivational. Oh, I know you wish you have.
Chief Magege, I'm already past that level. I'm working here.
No,
well, he might be giving the best performing to the station of the best station. They will definitely want to smile.
I know you wish he is the governor of your.
Oh, come on. Okay, well, anyway, before he wishes that, because I'm not wishing for now, I'm only asking questions. I want us now to come back to the issue of the elections.
Yep.
Yeah, recently, the Independent National Electoral Commission has also released a timetable for the elections. And some critics are already criticizing the proposed time, especially as it concerns some of the elections that will be for January. Funny enough, we're in March. So we're less than a year to the general elections. Yeah. And just only yesterday, he also came out to say, well, hold me, don't hold me. But what he feels is this might really be one of the best elections we've had, or would have, in a very long time. Now, my question now to you, on a broad sense, are you comfortable with the way INEC is going as it concerns the election? Or like some critics would say, they seem not to understand the direction this new chairman is taking. And they really want to understand more because they also had that postponement of some off-season elections. It shifted them a bit and rather brought the national a bit forward. So are you comfortable with the direction the Independent National Electoral Commission is following on account of the new chairman?
Yes, I am.
As a person?
As a person.
I'm not
yes,
saying you
as a person, I am.
Okay.
He has come out with a timetable. INEC must work on the timetable. And he pretty well spelled out the time, the date, and what is required as we go along. He is the referee. So, it's left for the party to adjust. Nobody is ever ready full 100%. But try to be ready.
But we have some parties that are not fully ready for as it stands. And many who feel would have given some more time, irrespective of whether the bill have been signed into an act. But at least February or March would have been the required time It will give them enough room to resolve some of the issues and participate.
May 29, 2027, a new government will be sworn in at all levels, at the state and at the federal level.
Yeah.
And the law says that all electoral matters should be resolved before swearing in. Are you getting it? So, is the judiciary not going to do its work? The timetable has taken into consideration all these regulations in the electoral law. So we can come up and say that, give us more time, give us more time.
I'm not talking about post-election, pre-election.
Yes, pre-election.
We still have some issues, some parties that are going through turmoil as it stands.
Is that the work of INEC? Is INEC the cause of that? Get your house in order. He has given you the timetable now. Get your house in order. If you are not ready, don't go and register. Because there are laws, there are rules. There are laws and there are rules. Some of the INEC's activities are guided by time in the electoral law. In the electoral law. And if INEC disobeys those time frames, then some people will go to court. And we will all be thrown into confusion. So, the parties themselves have copies of the electoral law. Let them read it. Let them read it. It's not a student that tells when we have to do the exam. WAEC is to give you enough time and say, look, these are the guidelines. I am going to examine you on so day. Be ready before then. Let's give INEC some benefits of doubt. Let's not just be condemning and condemning and condemning. Let's not be working from the mindset that is going to rig the election in favor of one person or the other. Let's not work from that mindset. After all, Professor Josh spoke with us. He's a Nigerian. And he wants to leave his name. Go. So let's give him the benefit of doubt. So if he postpones any election, off-season election, if it's postponed, he has a reason to postpone it. And let's listen to his reasoning. If he's saying, for me to do my job very well, give me 1 more month for me to conduct this election, let's give it to him. Why are we so much in a hurry? Let's give him time to do the work and do it appropriately. Parties should get themselves organized. Parties should get themselves organized. PDP is fighting war, which is not INEC induced. It's not INEC induced. Let them fight their war outside INEC. ADC is still battling with zoning and all that. Let it zone. We are waiting. I am for a multi-party democracy. And I wish everybody well. Let's be free. Let's be fair. Let's be credible in whatever we are doing. So that ultimately our country, Nigeria, can grow. We all can attain our optimal place in life by being Nigerian. That's all I'm saying. And that's the point.
Okay, now, I still want you to help us deal with these other points. And that's the issue of the transmission of results. I know you've talked a bit about it, but it's still being talked around in some political circle, especially as it concerns the manual. Many Nigerians are saying, well, the money is now in an act, but will it be fair for the elections to come 2027?
You're talking of manual transmission and e-electronic transmission.
That's what I just said. Yes, sir.
You called me when I was coming to this studio,
yes,
just less than an hour ago. Were we able to talk? Did you hear me clearly? Yeah. And the network providers, service providers are saying there, Nigeria is 95% covered electronically. Is it effective and efficient coverage? If I am at the gate of Ogulu here, and you are inside Shell, we can't talk. We talk as if we are strangers in our country. Are we strangers in this Nigeria? I sent a text message to a friend 3 days ago. It was delivered today. So do we want electronic transmission where it will hang? 3 days on the road is still coming. When network providers talk, they should talk with patriotism. They should talk with patriotism. What I'm talking here now, and everybody is hearing me. They have experienced it with network. They have experienced call dropping at one time or the other, if not more often than we can imagine. They've experienced calls that didn't go through. They've experienced calls where they can't hear the other person or the other person can't hear them. This is the medium through which we are going to transmit results. And we don't want a backup. That is the issue. You don't want us to have a backup. If that fails, the election in that place should be cancelled, and the people, the electorate there should be disenfranchised. Why are we always talking of ourselves, and not of the other person? You talk as if Abuja is Nigeria. If you experience quality network service in Abuja or in Lagos or in Ibadan or in Kano, am I experiencing the same thing in Ogunlami Agbaro, where there is a polling unit? Am I experiencing the same thing in Oworigbala, where there are polling units? Are we experiencing the same thing in the rural primary schools that are polling units? Are we? We're not. And we don't want to cause confusion that we're going to hang on Professor George. We don't want that. So let's create a backup. We are all for, I am for electronic transmission 100%. But I'm saying, where it fails, we should have manual transmission as a backup so that we don't disenfranchise the votes of those guys there who voted in that polling unit. That's all I'm saying. And that's what everybody is saying. But we refuse to accept that. Is the e-transmission a test of integrity of the data that is being transmitted? If the data is faulty, a faulty result will be transmitted. Garbage in, garbage out. Why don't we concern ourselves with ensuring the integrity of the data? That is the main issue. The integrity of the data that is being transmitted. We should be concerned about that and about protecting it. And we can only protect it when, after transmission, we have a manual, trainable backup. And I am an accountant. Accounting and auditing is all based on following trails. When I give you money, you give me a receipt. That the receipt is a trail of monetary transaction. If I deny tomorrow, I'll give you money, or you deny tomorrow, I've never given you money, or there is dispute as to the figures. The receipt says it all. That is why when you send money through your phone, you get a text message, an alert, that tells you this is what we've done. That is to ensure the integrity of the transaction you have just done. If it is wrong, you immediately go to the bank and say, no,
this is not what.
This is not what it is. Or if it fails, whereas you've been debited, you can say, no, this still failed. All these are what we call documentary trail that can be followed. The same thing is what INEC is doing. And the same thing the Electoral Act is saying. Transmit electronically where it is possible. Because it is not possible. It is not possible in Nigeria. 95% coverage that the network is claiming is not effective coverage. It's not efficient coverage. You can get network here in this room and not get networking the next week.
Okay, well, anyways.
The point is, please, pele, we all love Nigeria. We all love Nigeria. And let's express our love for Nigeria in the positive way as much as possible. And where there are differences, we sit down and resolve.
Just like what your party will do after the Congress tomorrow.
Yes. There will be no differences.
Well, anyway, don't mind me. I had to bring that in because you've just given us an idea of what your party intends to do after that Congress. But what we'll do now is we need to thank you because time is well spent. We'll be talking close to an hour now. And well, anyway, funny enough, when you're having such discussion, time really flies.
You don't know.
Well, anyway, but all we do know is that we'll need to thank you so much. And we're talking of no other person but Chief Olori Magege, chieftain of the All Progressives Congress in Delta State, for coming up to share more light as it concerns connectivity. As it concerns not just connectivity itself, but the issue of the slated Congress as it concerns the APC State Congress for tomorrow. That is slated for tomorrow, and all the underlying issues that arose on account of the concluded ward and local government congresses that happened just a couple of days back. But all the same, we really need to thank you so much. And like you know, we always do on Atlantic TV, and Viewpoints in particular, Dialogue, we always seek to call you more to give us insight.
I'm always ready.
Well, anyway, ready he is, but thank you so much for joining
You're
us.
welcome.
We really appreciate the time. Well, anyway, it's more like a wrap for us on the show today. You always know that we'll never end the show every time just like this. The discussion still continues, so let's get your reactions, thoughts, and concerns as it concerns our discussion today. Keep them coming on our different social media platforms. They're already there on your screen. Let's get to hear your insights, and remember to share, like, and also, like we always say, comment, and we'll definitely be appreciating all of them as they come. But I always say, stick around and still be with us. It's still Viewpoint on Atlantic TV. The news will come around the hour. As much as what will trend will definitely follow. But for me, Michael Gobadia, it's a quick bye-bye. We'll see you later. Bye for now.